Hi guys, Matt Chan here with Train for the Win. 19.4 has been announced. It's a doozy. I really like it, and I'll tell you why. First, we've got two couplets. We've got power snatch, burpee over the bar. Then we've got bar muscle up, burpee over the bar. Okay, anybody that knows CrossFit knows that those burpees are going to be tough, especially when you combine it with that over the bar component. Second, anytime you cycle a barbell from ground to overhead, it takes your breath away, and I love that. There's a few different options of the way that you can do that. Now, what I really like about this workout is that you have 3 minutes of rest in between the two couplets. Now, that may make it seem like it's not that big of a deal, but what that's really going to allow you to do is give everything you have for the part one, test your recovery time to give everything you have in part two. And if you've got the ability to perform 30 bar muscle ups, then this is going to be one heck of a workout. So let's get down to the movements. The first movement is the power snatch. You've got two options. The simplest option and the fastest option is to perform a muscle snatch. Now, what I would recommend is take a shoulder width stance as you perform this, because it's going to decrease the range of motion that you're going to have to perform on that muscle snatch. Second, with a wide grip, you're also decreasing the range of motion, though you may be taxing your grip a bit more. As you perform the muscle snatch, remember, a snappy hip followed by a snappy turnover is going to help you out getting that overhead position. Now, here's the thing. 30 reps of that at 95-65 is going to get hard. So what I'm going to recommend is be ready to go to the power snatch. The power snatch, you're going to re-dip under the bar. My tip for a power snatch, we've all done them, but my tip for the power snatch is maintain upward momentum on the bar. So in other words, don't catch the bar and then stand with it. Okay? What we want to see is actually, as you start to dip under, allow that bar to continue to move up, and as it's still moving up, you stand up with it. Okay? So you want to maintain upward momentum on the bar, even in the power snatch. Now, this will take a little bit of practice, so make sure that you give that a shot ahead of time. But the power snatch is a great option once you fatigue for that muscle snatch, or to do right from the start. After 10 reps, you're going to do the bar facing burpee. Now, this year, the bar facing burpee does not have the requirements of jumping 2 feet at all times. Instead, you can now step forward and back. Now, for me personally, I don't have the highest level of fitness that I once had. Now I would use the step back, step forward, jump over. What is required is a single jump with both feet over the bar. Okay, you have to perform that. You also have to face the bar and be perpendicular to the bar. So you can't kind of be at an angle, all right? So now, what I would recommend is test both. Which one can you do faster and rate how you feel afterwards? For example, if you drop to the ground and do 5 burpees as quickly as you can by jumping up, jumping over, jumping down, see how that goes. I finished mine 5 reps in about 16 seconds, okay? Then I did 5 reps where I stepped back, stepped forward, jumped over with both feet, stepped back, stepped forward, jumped over with both feet, and that took me 12.5 seconds. I felt better after those stepping burpees than I did with the jumping burpees. So I personally would choose the faster and less fatiguing option of the burpees with the step. Practice this. It's not going to work for everybody, especially if you haven't practiced it in the past. Build the motor recruitment pattern, then give it a shot in the workout. Don't just assume you're going to be able to do it. All right, so now you've finished the first couplet of 3 rounds, 10 and 12. You got 3 minutes from the time of completion to your next start. The only rule is you can't start early. You can rest longer if you want, but it's not recommended. Now here's where a lot of us are going to get caught up with the bar muscle up. The bar muscle up, I encourage you to practice ahead of time with a band. Why? Because it's going to take some of your body weight off of the bar and give you the ability to practice the movement in a very similar motor recruitment pattern, but without giving the effort, okay? We've got a great warm-up on the Train for the Win site today. For those of you who are subscribers to the program, make sure you walk through that, because this is a very shoulder-intensive workout, and we've got a great gymnastics warm-up for the bar muscle up. Now, with that said, what can you do to ensure that you get your best bar muscle ups? Couple different things. When you perform the bar muscle up, jumping into the bar is okay. Okay, so in other words, if I'm behind the bar and I jump forward to catch on to the bar, that is okay, but make sure that you can manage the swing. Okay, what you want to do is get forward to get back, okay, because in that back position, I want to bring my hips as close to the bar as I can without allowing my feet to go above the bar. Then I'm going to allow my feet to swing behind me to assist my transition into the dip. As I transition to the dip, I'm going to continue to wait until those feet swing all the way up to assist my press or dip. Okay, so if you watch that in slow motion, basically the feet move in a half moon from being just underneath the height of the bar to being on the total opposite side of the bar when I finish my dip. Okay, so allow the leg swing to assist you. Now, if you can do 10 reps, do 10 reps. What I would recommend is don't come off the bar if you're at 9 and you're like, oh, I'm getting fatigued. Here's the deal. You can rest at the top of the bar muscle up. Just don't take your hands off the bar, okay? We read the rules. It's a little vague, but what I would say is as long as you have both hands on the bar, you're likely not doing anything wrong, okay? You can rest your belly on it. I've got a big belly. I like to hang it on the bar, and that gives me a big rest, allowing my arms to relax before I push back to do one more, okay? If you know that the bar muscle-ups are going to be a struggle for you and you have to do 30 of them and you've never completed 30 in a workout, do singles. Do singles and just right away, everybody gets in the moment and they do one double and they're like, oh my gosh, I can do doubles for the rest of the workout. Don't do it. Don't fall for that trap. Make sure that you stick with, hey, the success of completing one, I'm going to pop off, count to 5, do another bar muscle-up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jump up, do my next bar muscle up, jump down. Because that little bit of rest is going to allow your body to recharge so that you can perform one more maximal effort pull to get yourself above that bar. Okay, back to the bar facing burpees. Use the same strategy you used before and keep working through those rounds. When you get to that last round of bar facing burpees, you got to do those things as fast as you possibly can. If you don't make it there and you're running out of time, if you're still on the burpees, do your best to finish those burpees because that's going to improve your score. If you don't finish within the time cap, your cutoff or your time that will go on the tiebreaker score is going to be the time for the first couplet. So the first couplet matters a lot. You do want to give all you can, especially if you're not going to finish the second workout, okay? Hey, 19.4 is going to be a lot of fun. This is one that you can do a couple times, but make sure that you actually protect your hands. Just during warm-up, I was wearing the gymnastics grips. These aren't the ones I normally wear. I wear a 3-finger one, and I ripped a little bit. So just be aware, if you rip your hands, that next attempt is not going to be as good. So make sure you protect your hands. Chalk the bar from side to side. Little trick that I stole from Chris Spieler. I saw him do it in 2008 when he did his 100 pull-ups. Every time that he started to lose his grip, rather than coming off the bar, he just simply shifted over a little bit. Okay, you guys can try the same thing when you try the bar muscle-ups. Instead of chalking your hands forever, just jump onto a different part of the bar. Okay, 19.4 is going to be great. Have fun. We got 2 weeks left. This is a big one. Have a great time with it, and I'll see you on the leaderboard.